With the U.S. now surpassing Italy as the country with the most coronavirus deaths in the world, more than 21,000 nationwide, a new warning from global health officials that the virus is not going away.
We think it's going to be a virus that stalks the human race for quite a long time to come until we can all have a vaccine that will protect us.
Among those hardest hit, the nation's nursing homes, including this one in Indiana, where 24 people have died. This morning, new signs that social distancing is working. Across the country, the rate of hospitalizations down, the pace of new cases dropping too.
The models do show that we are very close to the peak.
President Trump expressing optimism in his Easter address to the nation.
We're getting rid of the plague. It's a plague on our country like nobody's ever seen.
Still, the New York Times and other outlets detail how the president repeatedly brushed aside warnings about the coronavirus crisis in January and February, allowing weeks to pass until mid-March when he urged Americans to stop the spread. The Times documenting complaints from top public health officials, one sounding the alarm about federal government missteps, writing, "We have thrown 15 years of institutional learning out the window." That report coming as Dr. Anthony Fauci is making headlines for these comments Sunday.
You could logically say that if you had a process that was ongoing and you started mitigation earlier, you could have saved lives. I mean, obviously, if we had, right from the very beginning, shut everything down, it may have been a little bit different. But there was a lot of pushback about shutting things down back then.
The president responding to all of it on Twitter, calling the Times story fake and pointing to his January ban on travel from China, even retweeting a comment that contained the hashtag #FireFauci. President Trump says that he will announce a council of experts to advise him on reopening the economy. He says it'll be his toughest decision whether to lift those federal guidelines on social distancing that would expire at the end of this month, and that he'll base that decision on the facts, and he says on his instincts. Health experts warn that backing off social distancing too soon without a plan for widespread testing would set back any progress